Good afternoon. Greetings! And, hello to you. My name's Alan Cox. Thanks for being here. Say hello to Bill Squire. He's here, too.
Hey, creepy hugs.
Mary Santora is in Midtown Manhattan.
What up?
Oh, you okay? How are your teeth?
They're fine.
They hurt?
Not so much today.
Okay, good.
Yesterday was a worse day than today, but we're all right. Going to the dentist tomorrow.
Yes, that's exciting.
See what's what?
Yup. Are your, is anything throbbing?
No.
Oh, good. All right.
It's like a
Ask me.
dull annoyance. Ew.
Bill, is anything throbbing?
No, I'm at work.
Okay, good. That was a test, and you passed it.
Good.
With flying colors.
About time. Can't always say I passed that test.
We went the entire day yesterday here at iHeart Cleveland with not a single stitch of toilet paper in the men's room all day long. And you know that they have like a crew here who's constantly, taking out, emptying our garbage cans here in our suite, and they're doing things, but the toilet paper budget here it must be practically nil because it was an entire day yesterday. And I'm very regular with my poops. I'm like a 3 times a day guy. Sometimes 2. Yesterday, thank God, was a 2. So I didn't have to do anything here at work.
That's good.
If I had, however, I would have been completely thwarted in my efforts because did you have a number 2 here at work yesterday?
I rarely have to do it here. Usually I can do my second one at home.
Yeah.
And I had a lunch today and was able to run home and do one because I had a very strong Thai coffee that just cleared me out. Just like, ooh. Yeah, so I
It was a
popped back home,
It was a full
let
on.
the dog out for a little bit. And then I went ahead and just did some unspeakables and then right here to work.
It was a full on Jeff Daniels.
Dude,
what was that stuff called? Multilax? Or?
No, it wasn't even like it because it wasn't like diarrhea.
Oh, okay.
It was just whatever was in there was like, oh, this coffee said we have to leave.
Working overtime.
Yeah, it was like the coffee said we gotta go now.
Yeah.
And so it just came out like just like a thud.
Well, I had it in my brain this morning when I got up and was getting ready to go to the gym. I was trying to make myself a mental note. Don't forget to bring a roll to work because I don't know what's going on around here. I don't know. But yesterday, an entire day they couldn't spare a square. Not one, And like if you're washing your hands, the machines that will have little paper towels in them, nothing. They've got rolls of like grocery store paper towels right there. You just tear off the roll and then you, so again, I'm not even going to say first world problems. I'm just saying that I don't know how you can go an entire day in a men's room in this bit, because again, we don't have one in here. The restaurant doesn't have one in there. It's the only restrooms on the ground floor of this building and the lobby floor of this building. There's one women's, one men's. And Mary can attest to when she was here.
It's terrible.
And I don't know.
You're absolutely
I don't know why
correct.
any of that is. There are 4 stalls in the men's room, not
I
a
think there's
single
only 4, yeah.
stitch of toilet paper. I don't understand it.
Not only do we never have anything, it was always disgusting. Like it had always looked like someone just exploded everywhere.
Which I don't get because there are crews that are always doing stuff here. They're always like mopping the hallway or something, or very nice people. I'll talk to them from time to time, but I'm like, I want to ask one of them, hey, FYI, what the hell is going on with the toilet paper? And I'm sure that they might have some answer that's as frustrating as to them as us. But I just don't understand it. I don't get. So I'm going to have to start bringing in some rolls from home. And I'll tell you what,
keep a roll in the.
Oh, baby, when I do, it's not like there's drawers in there. It's not like I can squirrel away a roll. I would just have to.
You can bring it with you and
put
then
it in. I'm not going to carry it
put it
around.
in your locker.
So every time I walk out the door, I'm going to carry a roll of toilet paper with me.
Every time you got to take a dump.
I'm not at the Army barracks. I mean, I'm not.
Hey.
The bottom line is it should be in there.
Yeah, I agree.
This ground floor alone has 2 places of business.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't understand how that portion of it is run. Well, I mentioned this at the top of the show yesterday, and of course it has come to fruition that they have wrapped production on Superman. Director James Gunn posted an adieu to the city of Cleveland. Of course, he posted it on Threads, ensuring that no one will see it. But he was very, very pleased at how everything went here in Cleveland. He referred to it as 6 amazing weeks of shooting. And he said that everywhere they went, somebody would stop him and tell him how grateful they were that we were shooting here in Cleveland. Well, you're not going to get that in L.A., boy. You're not going to get that in New York. You're not going to get people walking up to you and thanking you for shooting. Cleveland's so thirsty. So thirsty.
I like it.
There's a lot more stuff going on here now than there was when I moved here, right? But still thirsty. Walking up to the guy. He's just trying to have dinner. Where did you have lunch? You went somewhere to have lunch?
Superior Pho.
He's just, what?
Pho.
He's just trying to have some lunch. And people are walking up. And, of course, if you don't know what James Gunn looks like, he's got this amazing shock of bright white hair. And he and like a white beard. He stopped coloring his hair. He was coloring his hair for a long, long time. And he stopped. And he let it go full Steve Martin.
I love it.
And for my money, he looks way better.
Agreed.
But very, very pleased to have been in Cleveland.
I love that he says that he was so happy with the background actors clapping after the takes because it kind of brought some magic to the set, whereas, you know, when in Hollywood, everyone's kind of over it and people are a little bit cynical. So he thought that it was very touching.
Well, it's got to be nice. Listen, especially for movies of this magnitude, the only reason that a movie will go anywhere to shoot is because they're getting a ton of tax breaks, right? Mm-hmm. It's what the Cleveland Film Commission, you know, my wife used to work for them, and that's the business they're in, is bringing film to Northeast Ohio and to Cleveland, and that's how you do it. But that's how so many of these productions, like film and television production in Los Angeles, is down 43%. Because they're going, it used to be Vancouver was the place that productions would go if they wanted something cheap. But there are a lot more areas now that have really kind of gotten on the ball in this country.
Atlanta was one for a long time.
What's that?
Atlanta?
Still is.
Yeah,
Atlanta's huge. Yeah, Atlanta is like what do they call it? The Hollywood of the South or something. Mm-hmm. Because they were like, oh, God, L.A., New York, whatever. It's expensive. It's a colossal pain in the ass to get permits and everything you got to get because it's so densely populated up for obvious reasons. So, yeah, you come to a place like this, and they're like, man, it's fun. It's nice.
And people appreciate it.
And Superman was created here.
He was.
So that spirit, anyway, James Gunn... They're done shooting Superman. Although I heard it this morning in one of the traffic reports. He was still referring to stuff being closed down because of filming. So I don't know.
Well, they probably
according to
get
him,
a
they're
bunch
gone.
Of stuff out of there.
Mm.
I think the break down all the production when they have all those cranes and trucks and all the different stuff they had. There's probably still certain parts that are closed off.
You're saying
for a day or two.
You're saying Cleveland Crane and Truck has to come and pick up all their equipment.
Yes,
gotcha.
That's exactly what I said.
That's the company. Isn't that the main company around here? Cleveland Crane and Truck? Don't they come through and they get... Hey, I got a break. I'll have more money for you coming up at 2:30. Your key for the Buzzard bike is going to go to you early in the show today. That'll be right before 3 o'clock. So that's your shot to fire up this brand new Harley that we're giving away with Budweiser. And anything else you want to get to me, text me 35192 or hit us up at alancoxshow.com.
It's the Alan Cox Show.
On our free iHeartRadio app and your favorite smart device. Just tell it to play the Alan Cox Show.
On iHeartRadio.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival. Presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas. September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
Just added to the superstar lineup.
Dua Lipa and Halsey. Sharing the iHeart stage with Big Sean. Camila Cabello. Doja Cat. Gwen Stefani. Hozier. Keith Urban. New Kids on the Block. Paramore. Shabuzi.